What is up, everybody? My name is Justin. This is Forever Self-Employed, and in today's video I want to talk to you guys about something that nobody talks about. Nobody's going to tell you whenever you're first starting your business, and it's an important lesson that I've recently been reminded of, especially since we started doing the parking lot striping. As you guys know, I've had a pressure washing business for a very long time. However, we recently added parking lot striping on as a service, and since then I've been reminded of what it felt like whenever I was first starting my pressure washing business. So in today's video, I'm going to resonate with some of the newer guys, as well as tell you about something that no one else really is going to talk about. But before we get into that, I do want to mention that we're going to be doing another free web class this Wednesday night on how Aaron scaled his pressure washing business from zero to over $200,000 a year with one truck and no money. So if you haven't checked it out yet, be sure to register. It'll be the first link in the comment section and the description before the slots fill up. We are also doing in-person training for pressure washing and parking lot striping now. So if you want to come and do a day job with us and ask us all the questions you want, check out the equipment, check out the processes, how we do the workflow, the whole deal, check out the second link in the comment section description. That'll be the sign up page, as well as you can get some more information on in-person training. But with that out of the way, let's go ahead and hop into today's videos. So as you guys know, a few months back we started offering parking lot striping as a standalone service, as well as an add-on for all of our commercial contracts. And since adding on something new that we've never done before, it's really reminded me of how it feels like whenever you're first starting out. We had to get a striping machine, we had to line up a paint supplier, we had to get stencils, we had to map out exactly how we wanted to handle quoting these jobs, and then we had to actually go out and perform the job, develop the workflows, learn the equipment, and basically everything with this business was brand new to us. And going through this process reminded me of something that nobody ever talks about, and that is whenever you're starting a new business that you're going to make mistakes. It is impossible to be perfect at something that you've never done before. And for my guys who are overthinkers or worry about everything going perfect with this new business, the message of today's video is that it will not. You're going to make mistakes, you're going to mess things up, you're going to have difficult conversations with customers from time to time, and you're going to have to be relentless through all of this, because no matter how many videos you watch or how much prep you do or how much planning you do or how much research you do, things will pop up that you weren't prepared for. Mistakes will be made that you didn't account for, and ultimately that is okay. It's not about what happens to us, it's about how we respond to that. So how will you respond when you mess something up? How will you communicate that with the customer? How will you make it right with them? These are some of the things to consider. So on this job that you guys are watching right now, we did have a few mess ups. We did the handicap ramps, and we really didn't properly prep everything, and we ended up getting some overspray on the building. We also weren't 100% happy with the lines that we painted. One of the lines ended up being longer than it should have been, and that was because the handle stuck on the striper when Kale released it. So that got messed up, and then we had a paint clog in the tip on another line that we were doing, so we had a break in it, and it just wasn't perfect. And that's one of the things that we try to do. Every time we go out there, we try to do a perfect job. So this job didn't come out exactly how we wanted, and that's one thing about parking lot striping, is it is much less forgiving than pressure washing. If you make a mistake, it's a little harder to correct because paint is a little bit more permanent than some of the things that you can do on a pressure washing job. Either way though, mistakes are mistakes, and the way that we go about handling those is the same. So we did our best. We communicated with the business owner after the job was done, and we said, hey, listen, we messed up on a line here. We'll try to get that remedy for you. We did get a little overspray on the building, but we will be back to wash that. And then we learned from it. We said, okay, you know what, next time we need to make sure that we mask off the building properly, or we need to make sure that we have the proper tools for that. But some mistakes, are just going to happen. Like with Kale releasing the handle and it didn't release the way it should have, and the line ended up being a little bit longer than it should have. Some of these things are just going to happen. There's going to be paint clogs. There's going to be things that mess up. There's going to be things outside of your control that maybe there isn't a lesson there. Maybe it's just something that happens, and maybe you learn to set customer expectations up front. So basically the message of today's video is that things will go wrong, and I believe they call this Murphy's Law. Anything that can go wrong will. But at the end of the day, all you can do is this. You can perform the job to the best of your ability. And when you mess something up, you want to communicate it with the customer. You want to make sure you get out in front of it. Don't walk the property with the customer and have them ask you about it. Get out in front of it. Point it out. Tell them how you're going to make it right, or make it right to the best of your ability, and then learn from the experience. And then bring that new experience into the next job with you. And that's all you can do time after time after time, because it's going to happen. So if you're somebody who's waiting for things to be perfect, they never will be. Let's just take actions today to move us towards where we want to be tomorrow. That's the ultimate goal. So if you guys made it this far in the video, the word of the day is going to be perfect. Comment down below perfect, and I'll hashtag you a real one. Be sure to check out the links below for the free web class and in-person training if you're interested in either one of those. But my name is Justin. This is Forever Self-Employed. And until next time, hustle hard and get that money, baby. Peace.